Hey guys, it's me Simran, and today I'm coming at you with my September plan with me. I decided to go with the theme of sunflowers for this month because it's a theme I've truly always wanted to do because I'm obsessed with sunflowers. And I don't know, I saw Amanda Lee Ridge do it, I saw Adeline Morin do it, and I was trying to steer away from flower themes because I did one in June too, and I was like, this is a little cheesy, maybe I should make it a little more creative. But I went really creative last month with my space theme, and I ended up not liking it that much, if I'm being honest. It just wasn't really my style. It was hard for me to keep up with because I was kind of reaching out of my comfort zone, versus this is like the epitome of my comfort zone. It's my favorite flower. I literally have a fake sunflower in the frame of this video. Yellow is my favorite color. The color scheme was everything to me. So I thought this would be a good theme to balance out the last month, and it really was. I'm obsessed. This is genuinely my favorite spread, and I do kind of go really fast over the sunflower drawing parts just because I feel like I draw so many sunflowers and it gets a little repetitive. All I do is I draw a circle, I draw like little triangle things around it, then I hitch hatch, is that what it's called? And you make just scribbles all over the middle part. I don't know, do that. And then originally I was gonna make 2 different shades of yellow for the sunflower leaves, but then I was comparing my other shades of yellow to this shade of yellow, and I was like, no, this shade of yellow is the best, so I just kept it all one shade. I recently got this pack of Crayola markers, and what I did this time, instead of what I did with my last pack of markers, where sometimes I'd swatch them and realize they weren't that great, or I wasn't a big fan of the color, or it looked different than it was, is I swatched them all in my bullet journal and I numbered them off, so I can literally go to that page of swatches and see each number and be like, oh, I want to use this color, this color, this color, and then go and find them. And I just feel like that's the most genius thing I've ever done. It's the most basic too, but it comes in handy because the Crayolas don't have color names on them, so that's what I've done. Moving on to my calendar page, also I love how this came out. I decided to make the headers little sunflowers instead of just a color highlighted washed, you know what I mean? And I drew sunflowers on the side. I was gonna put a quote there, or a monthly to-do list, but one, I'm not a big quotes type of gal. I feel like they're kind of cheesy and just not my vibe, not my energy. You feel what I'm putting down, And 2, I already have a monthly to-do list, and it's normally pretty small. It's normally 1 or 2 big projects I have for the month, so it didn't really make sense to make it bigger if I'm not gonna use it. So I just put on the bottom and drew sunflowers, and it looks really cute in my opinion. Yeah, so as you can see, I just put the dates around it. I'm pretty sure I still spelled Wednesday wrong. Honestly, I don't know. I've given up on that word. It's the one word that my brain just can't stick to. I don't even know. But moving on to my mood tracker, I did a basic sunflower. I know it's a pretty simple design, but I don't know. I was trying to think something more creative, and I was literally this month's theme was sunflowers. It would be kind of stupid not just to do a big sunflower. And for my little mood chart, it's kind of ugly, but I wrote Zooey Mama, which is really cringy to say out loud, but Zooey Mama. A good time, stress/blip, and then lastly, it'd be like that. And I couldn't write sometimes because there wasn't enough space, so I just had to call it a day there, but I meant sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, I also cut some of the leaves in half so that there'd be enough space because I didn't want to redraw the flower, because I literally redrew it 3 times. Same with the habit trackers. I had to draw them so many times to get enough leaves, and at one point I was just adding random leaves and being that's what I'm doing, okay? But my habit trackers, I'm only tracking 2 habits this month because I felt I don't really use it that much, and this might be easier to use if there's only 2. I don't know. They're tracking pretty simple things too that I really think I'll be on top of every month and want to be on top of, and that's health. So eating healthy, working out, whatever I'm doing, and productivity, which is completing my daily to-do list, Moving on to my playlist spread. This is probably my favorite spread I've done of all time. It kind of reminds me of something you see on Tumblr, but that's because I was using a Tumblr cassette picture as a reference, because I have not seen a cassette or have had a cassette in my house in like maybe 10 years, so I had to look at a picture for reference, and I was just really happy. Okay, well, first of all, when I was doing this, I was super stressed because I thought it was going to turn out terrible because it was just not going as planned. It doesn't look the most realistic, and I was like, this is terrible, this is terrible. But then when I was done, I was like, wait, how did this turn out good? And I don't know, I just ended up liking it. I went for the color scheme of the month, and I just filled in the cassette with the colors that I've been using. And then I wrote like playlist out in like that ugly font you can see. I mean, it's not ugly, but I just felt like it didn't fit the vibe, so I ended up freehanding it and writing in like this weird cursive font instead, and I like that way better. And then as usual, I made my little chart of song title and artist. I didn't fill it out all the way, like I didn't close the open cassette, because as you can see, it's like ringed open, you know what I mean, like when you have to like wind up the cassette. But I didn't close it because that way if I need to add more I can, but if I don't, I can close it up and just like add things on the bottom. Last time I made it too long, so that's why I decided to do it this way. I don't know if that makes sense. I also do sunflowers, which I color in later, and then I'm working on my YouTube tracker. So I decided to only track YouTube and not Instagram because I don't really need to track Instagram. I don't know, I don't take Instagram that seriously. So I have my watch time, subscribers, so I can say beginning of the month, end of the month, ideas, and trackers. So I made my ideas part bigger so I can fit more ideas, aka work on more videos this month. And then for my tracker, I made it a sunflower. I made 2 sunflowers and I numbered it for each day, so whatever day I do post, I'll use the same key from my habit tracker to say I did post and didn't post, so I can see how often I post in the month. It works. I feel like the calendar wasn't really like benefiting me, and this is cuter, so why not do it this way, you know? And then I will end up hating how I did the title. I decided to cover it up with some labels and draw sideways sunflowers crossing, so like they're crossed, and then have the crosses also separate the beginning of the month watch hour / subscribers versus the end of the month watch hour and subscribers. I don't know if it makes sense, but like basically I just kind of drew sunflowers, crossed them, and then I had like the values I'm gonna put into, like, let's say I have at like 1,000 subscribers, I would put that in the subscribers leaf on the left, and at the end of the month I'd write how many subscribers I have on the right, on the leaf on the right. I hope that helped. I don't know. And oh, by the way, I feel like I never explained this. In my ideas tracker, the little check marks, one is for filming, one is for editing, one is for thumbnail, and one is for posting, like working on the description and just getting around to posting. So that's why there's a little check mark, so I can like go through each process of each video. Moving on to my last spread. This spread is ugly. There's nothing really much to it. It's kind of simple, basic. I still need to work on calligraphy, but I like refuse to learn cursive because I don't like it. I don't know, whatever. But it's the most helpful and cute to look back on because I get to read one thing about every single day. So finally, I'm adding my little label for the month. So I just put that in and we're basically done. So we can get to the satisfactory finished flip through. Woo! So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you watched this far into the video, comment down below your favorite yellow emoji. My favorite emoji is the yellow heart or the sparkle. And yeah, give this video a like, subscribe, because I make 2 videos every week, and I'll see you very soon with another one. Bye!